What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Park 93 Classics Track and Explorer vehicle set from Mattel. Now, this came out in 2023, I believe, and here it is in 2025, and we're just now reviewing this thing. So I was able to buy all the 93 Classics. I played the long game, so I probably didn't pick any of this stuff up till like 2024, probably like maybe the summer of 2024 when they all went on clearance and stuff. So yeah, I played the long game on all of this stuff. So very happy to have it in the collection. Very happy to finally getting around to reviewing this thing, or reviewing all of them. So be on the lookout for those videos. And yeah, so this is a very unique set. This is basically the vehicle is the Ford Explorer that was unreleased in Series 2 from the Kenner line, and this is the kind of the concept of what it was. And the Scootosaurus is also the paint. The paint job was supposed to be pays homage to the original paint job that was on the back of the Series 2 cards for the human figures and for the dinosaurs that came out for Series 2. And so, unfortunately, I don't have pictures of either or, so I can't show you, but you can get on several websites, especially jptoys.com. You can look at all the unreleased stuff that the stuff pays homage to, and whatever else they got on that website. It's a really good website. It's very up to date. At least the last time I checked it was, and that was not too long ago. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So let's go ahead. So this is a open style packaging, and as you can tell, it's got the JP330 logo, which when this stuff came out, this pays homage to the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. And so we got the vehicle and the dinosaur in front, and we got the 93 Classics logo right there, and we got the gate, and we got the reddish orange yellowish sunset, and then we got the palm trees in the background. And then we got the Jurassic Park logo right there, Track and Explorer vehicle set. And then ages 4 and up, that's me. And then this is the Mattel logo. And then here on the bottom, it tells you how to open it, and tells you what to do, how to insert the missile. And also, this is all the copyright information with the Universal logo and Amblin Entertainment logos as well. And then on the side, we got the Jurassic Park logo right there. And then on that side, we got the Jurassic Park logo right there. So, really love that card back. So, I think that's a very unique card back that they did. And then we turn this thing around. And then, I love the fact that they, trying to, well, there's no really good way to really not see the glare, so it's about the best I'm going to do. So forgive me if the glare gets in the way. So Jurassic Park logo there, and then here in the center you got the figure and the vehicle shooting the weapon, and I do like how they use the diorama as a background and stuff, kind of like to pay some homage to the old Kenner packaging. And then we got the information on how to access the rocket launcher and put the prod, the capture gear or whatever. And then we got the window thing, protection to lift and stuff. And so we got the fax app information right there. And then here is the cross sell of all the stuff. So we've already did a review of that, so if you haven't checked that out, please do. And so then we will be reviewing the Rex and Ian Malcolm in the future. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and take all this stuff out and take a closer look at it. Alright, so we got it out of its packaging and everything. So, man, this is a very cool set. I really do like this a lot. And I'm glad that we got something that kind of represents the unreleased Ford Explorer from Series 2 that Kenner was supposed to do. Now, I don't have the actual Kenner Explorer vehicle, and I'm looking to get one pretty soon, hopefully. That's the goal. It's always the goal to try to get some of these vehicles and stuff, these iconic vehicles. So until then, I'll just have to use the Legacy Collection Ford Explorer as comparison. So they're pretty similar for the most part. So usually I try when I'm doing these reviews, I try to make sure that we are comparing what we originally got to the stuff that pays homage to it. So if I don't have it, I have to kind of resort to certain things that I do have to kind of offset that. But other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and move this stuff aside. We'll take a look at the accessories, and then we'll take a look at the dinosaur and then the vehicle. So first off is the missile. Not much to it. A very unique design. So this is the missile that goes into the launcher, and all it is just a piece of molded in this red plastic, and yeah, hollow right there. So very cool, very unique. So it does kind of similar, kind of has that look to the original missile, to the Ford Explorer that came with it. And just by the tip and how it designed and stuff. So that's very cool. And then here is the capture gear right here. And so this is supposed to connect to the side of the vehicle. And then, of course, this is the long prod, and this is the net, or the noose that comes with it. So all it is just one long piece of gray plastic with the rope or the noose that's this gray plastic as well. So I'm pretty sure this is all in one mold. This is a separate piece, though. I could tell it's a separate piece. So I don't think they molded it like this, all in one piece. I don't think they do. So but looks like it's a separate piece. Yeah, you could tell it just turns around and stuff, and they just click that in there. So, but yeah, very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out the Scooter. So this is the Scootosaurus, and like I mentioned earlier, this pays homage to the Series 2 Scootosaurus for the Jurassic Park line that came out in 1994. So we eventually didn't get the Scootosaurus. That was canceled, but it was later revived in the series, the Lost World Jurassic Park series that Kenner did. And I do have that for a comparison. So so this is the paint scheme that's supposed to pay homage to it. It's kind of a wild one. So basically this is all orange, and then the legs are casted in different plastic. That was separate pieces for the horns, and I wish that they was able to paint that bone color along the rest of this. So I don't have the original Scootosaurus that Mattel released, the purple one, and I forgot what line. And but yeah, that was I think it was like the third series that they did. It was right after Dino Rivals. Whatever was after Dino Rivals, that was the line that Scootosaurus was released. But I never did get it. Never saw it, and I never saw it out in the wild. I saw pretty much everything else but that one. So that's a hard one to find. Very sought after. But this will do. I like this one, Would I like to have the other one? Of course. But gotta go with what I can get for right now. Maybe one day I'll add that piece to the collection. But anyway, so this is molded. The main body is molded, and the hind legs are molded out of the orange plastic. So is the neck and the head. And so, like I said, these are separate pieces. The legs are separate pieces, and then you got the airbrushing along the front legs right there, and then you got a little bit of airbrushing here on the side, and then around the eyes. And so let's go ahead and clear that up. So the eyes actually look good on that side. So you got the airbrushing around the eyes and everything. The eyes right there. Actually, I got a good copy. I've seen some copies where eyes are like wonky and everything. I do like the head sculpt of this. This is a very good head sculpt, you know, for the Scutosaurus. And very nice. Right, so here is the fax app thing for anyone who needs it. And this actually does not have an action feature or anything of any kind. But I think the original one had like a little headbutting thing. So I don't know, because I don't have it. I don't own it. So here is the tail. So I guess this was part of the action feature for the headbutting thing. But yeah, but the neck is only a ball. So you got a little bit of articulation in the neck. And then, of course, the head is on a ball and hinge. So you can look up that far, and you can look down that far. And then, of course, you know, you can rotate it from side to side. So, very cool. And then, of course, you know, the hind legs. Not so much backwards, but or forwards. So it's very minimal. Can't really do a whole lot. So, yeah, so can't do too much. The only thing you can really move, at least on mine, they don't really go that far. I don't know about other people's copies, but mine don't really do a whole lot of movement. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do some comparisons with the vintage counterpart that came with the Dino Tracker set from the Kenner's Lost World Jurassic Park toy line. So this is a very unique figure right here. It's night and day difference. You know, this is the one we got. I did a review on this set, so if you want to check that out, you may. And so here are the legs, the action features right there, and then. But I think that this one, the original one, did that, but I think it went by the tail. I don't think it had the foot thing that I can remember. Of course, you know, this is the dino damage and everything, so very neat. So very happy to have this set, you know, the original set, to go along with the homage to the 93 classic set. So they look good together, you know, the OG with the new one. So very happy to have an updated Scutosaurus in the collection from the Mattel line. So this was very exciting. I really wanted this. I mainly wanted this set mainly for the Scutosaurus, more so the vehicle. The vehicle's nice and everything, but I needed one of these guys in the collection. All right, so let's go ahead and set him aside. And let's go ahead and bring out the Ford Explorer. Now this is really cool. Got a lot of cool features and everything. So there are a lot of things that I see. I didn't get a chance to, I know I just opened this, so I didn't really get a chance to test everything out. So, but I do want to say that this paint scheme is awesome. You know, too bad we never got this, you know, vehicle in the original line that Kenner did. And it went perfect with the Chaos Effects stuff. And so it's got like brightly colored body style, and then you got the Jurassic Park logo on both sides. The vehicle, there's the peg hole for the capture thing, and also you got the purple top. You got the purple top along the sides of the doors and on the hood, and you got a dinosaur logo right there. Looks like a frog right there, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be the Dilophosaurus. That's what it looks like to me. Could be a raptor, who knows? I guess whatever, or a frog thing. Frog mutated dinosaur looking thing. But it could either be a raptor or a Dilophosaurus. So I do like how they had the paint, the black striping along the sides of the doors and on the hood. And so it's very cool right here. So this is a little different. Only on the Ford Explorer, the original, has three headlights, but this only has four. But it's unpainted. It's not yellow like the other one is. So pretty much the wheels are the same. They're just not painted like the Ford Explorer is, like the original one. So you got the stickers on the back for the license plate in the headlights, and then the front, same thing. Got the stickers for the headlights, and then for the guard right here. And so here is the rocket launcher. Set your figure out. So we're going to bring in Alan Grant from the 93 Classics line. So fits just perfectly. So we're going to put him over there for a second right now. So I don't think any of the doors open. So none of the doors open. So but that's a shame, which is a shame. I wish they did. Oh, never mind. Okay, they did open. Okay, it was just stuck. I didn't think they did. Okay. Wow. Great. That's awesome. I was a little worried there. I was like, man, mine's don't even open at all and nothing. So, very happy about that. So, all four doors do open. It's been so long since I've seen a review of this thing, so I don't know. This is all new to me all over again. And then here, the guard right here for the windshield. Right there. So, that's cool right there. So that way you be somewhat protected from the dinosaurs. How would you be able to see out of that thing with all that stuff on it? But that's very cool. And then, of course, here is the rocket launcher. Kind of like kind of reminds me of the ground tracker from the Lost World, and because it has a similar thing like that. And then, of course, here is your missile, and then there's the button right there. So do that, and then you can rotate this sideways. I think I don't know if. So you got different rotation ability. What I've liked to have seen is you can have a smaller extension where you probably could do that. So you can rotate it. And then, of course, you can set your figure right there. And then, let's see, can he hold? Is he able to hold these well without? So then, there you go. The pegs right there. So there we go. Nice. So it looks like he's able to hold this fairly well. So there's one side of that. And then there's the other side. So that way you can get a full view of how he's able to hold this thing. go. Looks great. And then here is the accessory for this. So unless you just put it right here, there, there, so that way it won't get in the way. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and do some comparisons with this. All right, so apparently you can rotate this. I don't know if I was doing it right. There you go. Because I was trying to do it the other way. It was looking fairly funny. So you can launch it that way if you want. And you can launch it this way too. But I think there's supposed to be a way where, okay, there we go. Maybe, is that right? Trying to see, is that right? Oh, duh, there is a way. Okay, well, I stand corrected. There we go. Because I was getting the ground tracker, or ground tracker before Explorer, and I was looking at the back of the box, you know, as I was getting my stuff, and it did show you could do that, but I didn't really remember how to go about doing it, so I just had to, I guess, just do it like this. So I guess it's just 3 different pieces where it just rotates all in one. So instead of having the lift, kind of like the ground tracker does, and it does have a lift. Let me go grab that thing while we're doing the comparison stuff. Okay, so I was able to grab my ground tracker. So, like for this has like a crane. So this is what I'm saying about the lift. So, be able to lift that up and kind of adjust accordingly. And so, he has different levels. That's what I was saying. I was like, I kind of wish that they had that, but apparently they do, but just in a different, easier format, I guess. So this is the actual rocket launcher here compared to this. So put that aside to bring this guy in. So he does have a way. So I kind of knew there was, but I just didn't remember how. So it's kind of like this. That's how you do it, as compared to this, where it actually has an actual lift like that. It looks a little funny, but as you could tell, it works the same. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I kind of took a best of both worlds, you know. So with this is a little bit easier now, since once I figured it out. So you can just kind of rotate everything in. So, and then here, you know, it's just the crane thing. So, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. So, all right. And also, you know, here's the thing I was telling you, like it's like 2 separate pieces, so you can either put it the way I originally had it, or you can have it on the side of the door like this. But I prefer to have it the other way, you know, like this. That's just me. Which way would y'all prefer to have it, you know? Yeah, anyway, let me put that aside. Alright, so here is the comparison to the Ford Explorer that we got in the Legacy collection line. So these doors open as well. I do have a review. There's Timmy that's inside. So but yeah, you could tell the comparisons. You know, same mold and everything, but just different modifications. Of course, that doesn't open. It's replaced by this. And, you know, that. So little knickknacks that, you know, they're different. So I do like it though. I'm glad I have it. I'm glad to have both of these. You know, so different paint styles and everything. So this is more brightly colored, and this is like the original. So very neat. Alright, so that about does it about this review. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know it was kind of a little stop and go because I was trying to think of things that, you know, that came up to that I could compare it with. So I'm happy I was able to do that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this review. And what do you think about this set? What's your favorite? Do you like the vehicle or the dinosaur or the accessories that came with it? Let me know. Chime in down below in the comments. And don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.